but Coreborn was at Gamescom. And let me tell you, there's something surreal about going to the Indie Arena booth where there's so many wonderful indie games. I mean, they're out there, right? We're right next to the Tiny Build booth. And there you can see it. The Coreborn booth with the little pleasantries, the stools or ottomans, if you want to call them that. The setup, the tapestries, the cloth hanging down. Not only that, but the Indie Arena booth had this gigantic map that was put on a wall. So you walk past this long wall, and the long wall is a directory that shows you, you are here, and it lists all the different games right there. And there we are on the list. How cool is that? How dope is that? You heard you won an award? Yeah, I'm building towards that, Les Vaness. You got the right idea. We're building towards that. We're gonna make this a special occasion, a little event. Wink. But yeah, we were at Gamescom. We have some media we can show you as well. Who would that be? I cannot imagine anyone purposely coming to Gamescom to see Blancons. Maybe you're about to experience that yourself. I don't know. Let's take a look. All right, let's go to this scene. Whoa. So this footage right here was shot by a wonderful Renee, camera holder extraordinaire. You like that? It's very like a very, what is it? MGM. Very like X-Men Fox movie opening. Fox presents X-Men. That kind of camera work. But there's the booth. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Look at that booth. By the way, totally not a brag, but you notice that our booth, it's almost like it's three-dimensional. It's like the old Windows 3D maze. The screensaver, it's like you're playing Doom. What was it, E1, N1? That's what it seems like right there, because we have barriers. We have side panels that separated us from the surrounding booths. So it wasn't just the back wall art. You had a full-on display on both sides, right there in your face. Isn't that dope? Now, I do want to show you a little outtake, because I always have evil intentions. That was the shot we went with for social media. Let me show you the one that didn't quite make it. This one right here. This is the earlier footage. This person's like, oh, hey, you filming? Oh, sorry. And just immediately cuts the footage off, like, take two. Whoop. Hey, you filming? Oh, sorry about that. So, understandable. The first take obviously is the better of the two. True, Shimmer. True. But check that out. Look at that. You might recognize those faces right there on the side. Look how happy. Look at that smile on the face. Someone's very happy to be there to represent the company. Oh, you wish you can have. Oh, I thought you absconded off with one of them. So there are two of the founders right there. Is there a video of that interview? If there is, I'm not the person who has access to it. But I know someone who may have knowledge about that, if that helps. Also, here's a very special photo that I think a few of you may find familiar. Okay. What? Well, look at these dapper people. Ladies and gentlemen, or ladies and gentlemen, NBs alike, how dope is this? We have the F1 crew. right there who traveled all the way to Gamescom to say hello to us. Isn't that great? The F1 crew, mods, founders, everyone just kind of hanging out in one area. Now, for those of you who are very familiar with the game and the game's atmosphere, you may have seen the F1 crew, I don't know, literally everywhere. In alpha, in beta, in the current early access, in the Discord, in the screenshots, on social media, hitting town rank 30, getting epics before everyone else, having really well-built towns. They do a great job. And they were there to support. I'm talking like, look. Let me just show you something, okay? Okay, let me just show you something. Why doesn't it want to zoom in? Oh, bounding box. Never mind. I was trying to figure out why something wasn't working, but I just figured out why. Never mind. We're good. So if you look very closely on a certain someone's shirt, you may see that there are F1 shirts. The Coreborn logo. How dope is that? And this was like a light day too, because it got really, really busy around the booth. Ugly face on the right there, this guy should go to the gym more. I think that person should be nice to themselves because they have a nice smile. They were very friendly in person. They were very kind. They only got bonked 8 times while I was there. So 8 times in like an hour. It's a good record, I think. A new record for them. And it was very nice to have them there. It was very nice to have everyone there. You can also see me, your boy right there, trying very hard to get above an Eevee hat. I kind of like how symmetrical it is. The Eevee's ears perfectly envelope my face right there. But it was so dope. It was so cool having the F1 crew there to support. You know what I mean? Oh, I only counted 8 bunks in the time that I was there, like that hour. I'm sure the entire trip you accumulated enough bonks to rival Mario and Donkey Kong. Or the Hammer and Smash. It was the highlight of my trip, actually, to getting to meet all of you in person finally. So that was fantastic. And your support for the game and support for the community has been nothing short of incredible. So thank you. It was great to have you all there, and I'm glad you support it. And here's some other photos we have right there. See, there's more of the booth right there. That's crowded. Look how busy that is. Look at the Coreborn booth. Look how busy the booth is right there. People just lollygagging and hanging around there. Isn't that dope? Yes, a wild K in the background. Right there. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor. I doubt you can. Yes. Wild K in the background. Hey, what's up, guys? Good to see you. Welcome. Some more busy work right there. Gamescom being Gamescom. I was told it's the busiest game conference you could go to, which I was pumped to see. So I've gone to TwitchCon, I've gone to E3, I've gone to PAX, Penny Arcade Expo, almost all of them. I've been to my fair share of game conferences, and Gamescom, there's a lot of bodies there. Let's put it that way. Right there. You can definitely spot a wild K now. I like that Razer backpack. I should have like said, hey, you want a 1v1 for the backpack? If you look right there, actually, there's another souvenir, a little memento right there. There it is. The Mjolnir of the bonking world. Now, the amazing thing is, just like Mjolnir, only Sharkiti can pick that up. I tried. When Sharkiti wasn't looking, I had my hand around the handle. I tried lifting it and I couldn't. I wasn't strong enough. And I thought, am I not worthy? Later on, Shark just picked it up like it was nothing. Incredible work. Cake lifted? Yes. Defo. Wednesday till Sunday and often at Coreborn. Nice. Only for mods. Yeah. I'm not quite a mod. I can't lift it. I can only recommend, like, you should ban this person. That's a good idea. But look at all the bodies around the game. And if you look too, there's two instances. We have the TV out there, which is playing the trailer and the demo, which I thought was really cool because I made that. I made that video. And it was nice to see people taking interest in it. So you can see Kay giving the demo of that. And then in the background, against the backdrop, you can see the actual game taking place back there. Also, big shout out to Anya. Anya is like a MVP. There for so many hours, demoing the game to so many people. At one point, wanted coffee badly, and they were out of coffee. They were out of coffee at the place that was nearby. And there was no immediate coffee to make up for that. But Anya, Kay put in fantastic and wonderful hours. Like a whole crew was there taking care of the station. So thank you, of course, to everyone there who was putting in all the work. Yes, yes. And we also have what other photo right here? Nice, right there. Now, if you look closely, I don't want to make things up, but I'm pretty sure this person right here is whispering about Coreborn. The one right in front of Hauka. They're like, I can't believe how good this game looks. That's why they're leaning like this. It's like a secret. Like, did you have any idea that Coreborn was this dope? And the person with the backpack, the green backpack, is like, yeah, I honestly, I had no idea until I showed up right here. I didn't know. Oh, yes, the mystery pouch. Let me tell you all about that. Let me tell you a little story. It's story time with Adrian. I want story time with Adrian. Too bad if you said no. If you look over there on that table, right there, see how there's the TV, two decorations. Right in front of that is an actual real life mystery pouch. And Chakiti presented me with the mystery pouch. And of course, I got excited because, oh my God, a mystery pouch. That's outstanding. I love when those drop. I opened it up. What do you think I got? What do you think a real life mystery pouch would give you? I'll give you a hint. It's exactly what you think would be inside of it. And I don't know why I thought it would be any different. Art imitates life, right? Yeah, it does. I reached into that mystery pouch. A lightwood handle would have been an upgrade. A lightwood handle would have been an upgrade. Incense. I think it was a big wooden incense. I don't know because my roll up that I got as a souvenir is in my luggage, which has not made it back to me yet. A big wooden incense. Who would have knew? I should have. What else would it have been? That's what it was. But for some reason, someone else got a Fadevia fedora. Is that fair? No. But as I told Play Coreborn earlier, oftentimes life isn't fair. Damn, that's so cool. Is it? I thought it was cool until I opened it up and got my drop. No, but that's really cool. And it's just more examples of the work the community puts in here all the time. And the wonderful thing is that Shakiti made that. Made that like it was simple. Like, oh yeah, I made that. Just like that? Yeah, I made that. Oh. But yeah, that is so cool, isn't it? That's genuinely dope. So that made me happy to be a part of that experience and suck that in. Well, it was simple. You sound like Sherlock, the BBC series at the end of the episode. How'd you figure that out? It was simple. You're not just paying attention. 10 lines below the wrist, the watch right there, broken at the edges. Colin came from one place, shaky marks, in it, I guess. Simple. It will end up in my camera background. Aww. You posted in the CB chat. Oh, what we got here? Did you? Oh, yeah. The big wooden instance. Yes. Shiruka happiness. Thank you. Yeah. Here's the outside. If you're curious. Post-Gamescom. Pretty dope, right? I thought it was neat. Thought it was cool to see the outside of the building. And don't get it twisted, by the way. It's very deceiving. It's much bigger than that. That's just the interesting. That's just the opening portion of it. 320,000 visitors this year is incredible. Like substantially impressive. So great job, everyone. By the way, in case you all haven't gone to the Creative Corner, I can give you a little insight right here. Make it easier. Oh boy, that is not going to work for me. There we go. There's the big wooden instance that I got. This is the least rare item in the whole game. You find it in every mystery pouch from Ambrose after chopping a tree. Thanks, Blank Hans. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. And then right here is the feather in the cap. No pun intended. Shiruka happiness plus 100. Love it. After killing hundreds of Thavias. You do what you gotta do, right? Here is another picture of the booth. Right there, before the storm. I thought it was funny that when I took this photo, look what was on the screen. It's inevitable. Like, shoutouts to Cracklet. You're the best NPC in the game. But of course, the minute I take the screenshot, two most sought after things in the game are right there. And I hope the rest of the world saw that too when they were walking by. So that was dope. There's another picture of the corner right here. Again, this is before the storm. The very comfy chairs. I sat in them so I can say for certain they were very comfy. And also right here is the game portion. You can tell it's a good PC setup because the case glows. I don't know if you know the benchmark, but if you go to a friend's PC setup and there's no RGB lighting at all, I promise you it's a dud. It's like an early model arcade FX, can barely run Quake 1 video card, no ventilation, no cooling whatsoever. That's a PC. Yeah, RGB adds 100 FPS by far and away. No, but it's a goat setup. I love it right there. So that's good. And then what else we have? Oh yeah. By the way, you might have heard some news, but as said earlier, we did win an award. Well, would you look at that? The Indie Arena booth. The award for best game as chosen by the volunteers goes to Coreborn. They worded it two ways. Best booth as chosen by the volunteers and best game as chosen by the volunteers. Do you have any idea how many games were in the Arena booth at Gamescom? I'll tell you how many. Several. Hundreds. It's a compacted area with game stations everywhere. The directory listing has all these giants in the indie industries. People you know of. Games you recognize. People you recognize. And we were chosen as the game by the volunteers, the booth. How dope is that? It seriously is like humbling to see that. Like, to go through everything that we did and to see all the things we've done and to come as far as we have and to just constantly put out patch after patch and all of you being so patient with us. This is so dope. It means the world, especially when you consider the talent we had around us. It's amazing. So we couldn't have got there without all of you. all of you giving the feedback in the Discord saying, you know what if we did this? Or all of you in the Steam section giving positive reviews and saying, I like this, maybe tweak this. This is for you. You make this happen. That's part of the early access journey, is here's our game. We know it's not done yet. Here are the things we're going to do. But in the meantime, what do you think we should do? And all that cultivates into what we brought to the Indie Arena booth. And the volunteers said, you know what? That's tight. Here's your award. We did it. So thank you. Out of 168 exhibitors from 32 countries. By the way, I would be remiss if I didn't say a few things. 3 things. Number 1, 4 things. 5. Sharkiti, welcome back for 3 months. Hoo-hoo, remember to record Chaodrian. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back for 3 months. Grish, hello. Welcome back for 6 months. Oh my God, I am old. Yeah, but you're here. That's the important thing. Welcome back. FM Shimmer, welcome back for 10 months. Yeah, nice, got the 10. The cool thing is that Sharkiti and Grish both should have brand new sub icons next to your name, since 3 and 6 are both landmark events. So thank you so much for that. Also, big shout outs to Odavar Games for using your Prime. You know how big that is? Prime is a commitment. Because every 30 days, you get one chance to use your Prime on one channel out of, God, what are there now? 30 million streamers? So thank you for that. Welcome to the Coreborn. And Dark Robizorf, thank you for joining the Coreborn. Tier 1 for your first month. Enjoy your bevy of emotes. Enjoy all your icons. Enjoy your time here. We're going to have some alerts popping up soon. That'll be super annoying, so you know exactly when you subbed. Until then, I will have to do. Thank you very much. You also made rank 2 by Lee Floyd today as well. Really? We'll take it. Let's go. Yeah, that's the good stuff. It's pretty dope because the Indie Arena booth posted this in multiple locations. So it was on Twitter or X or Twixter, whatever. It was on Instagram. So a lot of different places they showcased, hey, this is the game. And that it's really cool to see, you know. It's a labor of love, of course, and it's pretty dope. Which is I remind all of you, by the way, if you have not yet, please go to Steam and leave a review. Hopefully it's positive. But if you've been playing the game and enjoying it, let them know. It looks good on the Steam reviews. It really does. People will see that you're enjoying the game and why. It'll say, I've been playing for 1 hour. Here's what I like so far about the game. Or I've been playing for 100 hours or 150. I think I've been playing for 200 hours. That looks good. I've been playing for 200 hours and here's what I like about it. All that goes a long way. You have no idea. So please, if you have not and you can find time, please go to Steam, leave a positive review if you've been having a positive experience. But ultimately, that was Gamescom. Oh, off topic, I also saw this. This retro PC gaming area. I just wanted to show off. It was on the way to our booth. I just thought it was really cool because this is what I used to game on when I was a wee lad. This was my era of gaming. These tan or mauve Packard Bell old school PCs that barely run anything. Those old school speakers that have like 45 knobs on them. That's gaming. That's gaming. Hey, Warsu, thank you for converting your Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. Let's go. Welcome to the Coreborn. And Shiruka, of course. Welcome back for 2 months. Welcome back to the Coreborn. Happy to see you here. Yes, and it helps us a lot because more people will get Coreborn recommended. That's true. That's very, very true. I was trying to see if I had any more footage. Ah! Chickadee, chickadee, check this out. You might have seen this earlier, but that is a really close-up shot.
I love this so much.
Badass tattoo.
So anyone who's watching this video right now, if you want to come find me,
that badass tattoo.
there, actually. So stop by.
I wonder whose badass tattoo that is. I wonder if that badass is in the stream right now.
I love it so much.
Screenshot. It's actually something.
So anyone who's watching this video right.
Oh, by the way, here is the walk, if you care, in Gamescom. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this 90 degrees clockwise. There we go. This is what it's like walking around Gamescom. I didn't want to be ultra touristy and leave it up for like 30 seconds of recording, so I did a little short record, so it wasn't too annoying. That was a light day right there. But this is your Gamescom experience. It's like going to an airport terminal, trying to find your gate. So many different areas you can head to. The Gamescom was dope, and it was a great experience, and we were happy to have so many people there invested in what we have to offer. Only on Wednesday. Only on Wednesday. So here's what we're gonna do. We'll do something fun for y'all. First and foremost,
I love it so much.
I'm going to
so anyone who's watching this video right now, if you want to come find me, I'm right
first and foremost
there, actually. So stop by.
Let's do this, and then let's do this. Let's hop in the game so we can showcase some game stuff, yeah? On Friday to Sunday, no chance? Yeah, I was out by then. Nene. So here we are, loading into Coreborn after a wonderful Gamescom. All right, cool. Here I am in the game. Just walking around. I'm just gonna stay here, hanging out here in Korheim, one of my favorite areas in the game. Stand like right here. About that. And we'll talk right here. Okay, cool. What is this? Oh, Shimmer, this is a Coreborn stream. It's the weekly stream. What do you mean? What's in your head? My hair? What do you mean what's in my hair? Anyway, on my head? Yeah, my hair. Anyway, you all are acting really weird. Gamescom was dope because there was a lot of communication happening between different people. He pet my hair? No. So the founders themselves, you know, Marcus, Hauke, Renee, they had about 20 meetings, you know what I mean, per day, which is a lot of meetings, obviously, a ton of meetings, which equaled out to about 90 to 100 meetings throughout the entirety of Gamescom. That means a lot of interviews, a lot of meetings with publishers and investors and technology partners. So many people to interact with. So Coreborn and Blancons in general is staying busy, talking to a lot of different people and exploring a lot of different avenues. Excuse me, that's some post-scrackle right there. We'll call it that, scrackle. The Gamescom was busy, and about 150,000 steps between all the founders right there, which I can attest to. I think I averaged between 15,000 to 20,000 steps for the 3 days that I was there, according to my my watch, which is a lot of stepping, to the point where my watch was like, "Are you exercising?" And I was like, "No, I'm just walking. Leave me alone." "Are you sure you're not exercising?" "I'm sure. Yes." You get 130,000 in total, 26K per day. You should make that a song. See if you can find a way to translate your walking data, like the spectrogram for it, translate that into audio. See if you can take the peaks and valleys and just insert them onto a music bar and see what it sounds like. You know, that'd be a good song. I like that. This stream is special because it's the post Gamescom stream. And like we said, it was wonderful to have so many of you there. It was so wonderful to talk to many of you. And I personally took time to speak to a few of you and ask for real life feedback of things that you've enjoyed, and even things that you don't enjoy and things you want feedback on. And I did take that feedback and communicate it with the team as well. So the things you were discussing as far as the Anvil and the Golden Garnet, the elite mobs, the difficulty of regular mobs, drops, all those things, they've been translated. The desire for half walls, half gates, all that, it's been communicated. So thank you again for all of that. I would enjoy knowing why there's a moss deer on your head. What are you talking about? Like, bro, I'm just standing in Korheim. I have hair. I don't, it's just so weird. I'm so sorry, but I have to work until 2200. See you all in Tormentosia. Goodbye, Shimmer. Thank you for being here. This is how this song, I'm going to be 500 miles. Yeah. Yes. I would walk 500 miles. And also the song by Vanessa Carlton. They were all made that way. They just go walking for a long time, go hiking, and come back and say, make this music. I'll just create lyrics for it. Wonderful. Dane tried to flee from you? Disrespectful. So I'll tell you what, this is going to be a shorter stream than usual, but we want to make sure that we shared a couple cool things with you. First was the Gamescom stuff and all the things involving Gamescom. You want to give Megalos a hug? When can I? Where would you hug Megalos? Like just the leg? Are you going to wrap your arms around it? Because I'm not sure if you can. As far as when you can, I don't have news on that, but I do have other news that I think will be really beneficial to all of you. Before we get to that though, because we will get to that, I have something else I'd like to address instead, which is, did you see that there was a baby patch? Just a little baby patch put out. So we're going to address our patch notes like we usually do for streams. Yeah, hot fix. So we had a hot fix on the 28th, 3 days ago, which a lot of you were experiencing server crashes. Identified that, hot fixed it. For the most part, it seems like it's fixed it for a lot of people. So that makes it really cool. And then today we had a hot fix taking place. So we wanted to address that as well. So we fixed the issue of equipping an armor piece to its dedicated slot, which changed the size of your inventory if using a different language than English, because in case you missed the last stream, the Gamescom patch, we are working on those translation options that we promised beforehand. Like I said, we're listening, we're moving forward. So the different language options are currently in framework, implementing them, just making them as good as they can be. You will also no longer see former town members on your map once they have left your town for good. That was also an ongoing issue. People would leave, arrows popped up. I don't care where you are now. You're not part of my town. Get out. No longer an issue. No longer have to worry about that. Are the textures of stone stairs and granite walls patched? Yeah, I noticed that too. When I had the granite doorway, which I was turning 45 degrees, 90 degrees actually, to make it a window. Now it's using the alternate doorway. So, you know, the shift scroll doorway. And it is not what I desired. So, yeah, that should be good. And you no longer lose traded items if you don't have enough room for your inventory for trades. That's fixed. Fixed the bug with the mortar that was required for small wooden incense. But hey, small wooden incense can kiss my butt, so I don't care about that personally. We changed the crystal exchange vendor to give you crystals directly. So then we're trading in, getting a bag, opening the bag, getting a crystal. Just eliminates one step along the way. And we like eliminating steps, right? We like saving time. That's a time saver. Fixed the bug that was caused by the hoarder perk when gathering certain resources, and fix the material issue on building pieces like granite stairs and door frame. So there you go, Sharuka. Yes, because that was what I ran into as well. Has to encounter a bug until it gets fixed. Never going to get a fix for winning an adventure then? I've already won an adventure. That's not my problem. Capture the crown, I'm going to win every time unless Michael's there. If Michael's there, I'm fighting for second place. Anybody else can catch these hands for free. Like, that's light work. What's up, MK? What did you miss so far? Gamescom. Recapping. And patch recapping. But don't worry, we're going to have this on YouTube later on and Twitch. So you can go ahead and watch all that and recap the experience for yourself. Dane, if you want to run it back, I have time tomorrow. I mean, if you want to, I can get my microphone. I can put it next to my mouse so you can hear the sound of domination. You can hear the click, 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 click. Every time I score, you can hear it. Ooh, maybe I'll score my score. I'll make a soundtrack to the beatdown. Dun, 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 dun. Winning again. Nothing new. I keep winning. Keep winning. It's a song, actually. Keep in love. Please stream it. Likely. A fight of Exilius. I don't play Exilius. Exilius play too much. Play too much. So those are the patch notes. Those are the Gamescom notes. Also, I have 2 pieces of news I would like to share with you. And these last 2 pieces of news are going to be the end of the stream. You know? So let's start with the subtle news. The subtle news is we're working on a new way to deal with, let me put it this way. You know how I tell you we're always listening to the things you say and the things that you're like, you know what, it'd be great if you could do this or fix that. And then we say, okay, and we patch it and fix it. What if I told you, let me get a little fidget. Start fidgeting. What if I told you that we've noticed a few of you are saying, you know what? I think one of my biggest complaints or drawbacks to Coreborn is that I'm just so tired of, I log in and it's deteriorating. And the thing is that deterioration is visual too. So I can see it and it looks uggo. But I feel like every day I have to log in and repair. My friends have to log in and repair. And it's just repair. And maybe I'm not playing it every day and I log in and I got to repair it again. It's nonstop. I get it. I really do. What if I told you we are working on a way based on your feedback to where maybe as long as you're checking in periodically, and by you, I mean you or any town member, the deterioration doesn't become quite the issue that it should be. Maybe you have a busy work week and you can't log into Coreborn for 5 days. And you're like, I'm going to log in and my town's going to be in shambles. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's not so much your town. Maybe now there are other things you have to worry about instead. Either way, I can't say too much. But let me just say this. For those of you with a town that's not quite as burgeoning as you like, or as budding, and for those of you who can't find time to log in all the time, there's some changes coming that are going to make your experience worthwhile based on your feedback. Now, one thing that is not changing is erosion. So if you go to the Moss Seas and it rains quite a bit, and it does, and you have just a basic light wood structure, that doesn't change. Mother Nature is still Mother Nature. So you still got to make sure you maintain that. Or just don't build with light wood. Level up. Get granite. You know what I mean? Get metal. Get dark wood. Get shovel wood. Do something else. You can do that. What's up, Twitch Metalhead? Good to see you. I thought about hugging Megalos. Tough question of where to hug him. We have an emote called Hug Megalos that looks like a gibling hugging a baby Megalos version's neck. I say I would like to meet you halfway. Why can't I have a familiar? A pet? I want a chibi Megalos that follows me around in all of Ambrose. And then every now and then I can do an emote where I just hug it. It hops on my shoulders and I just, aww. Why not that? You like that idea? All right, cool. I can't guarantee that's going to happen. I'm just saying that's a really good idea, right? Yeah? Yeah. Pets, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? So what have I covered today? We covered Gamescom, the Gamescom experience. We covered deterioration. We covered the patch notes. You want a moss deer on your head? I don't know what is the deal with all of you in this moss deer on your head nonsense? Like, I genuinely do not understand. I mean, that sounds, you can't even put a moss deer on your head. It's too big. Where would it go? You know what I mean? Anyway, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm trying to think. Because we're coming up on about 1 hour of stream, which is about how long I want it to be. Let me check my notes. Hold on. I feel like there's something else I should have covered. What is it? What is it? What is it? I feel like it's right on the tip of my tongue. You know, I had a source for this, but I don't know what that source is now. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like I'm letting you down right now. I'll tell you what. I'll do you a favor. How about, since we do a weekly stream, how about we come back next week? I'm inviting all of you right now who are watching live and all of you who are watching on the VoD at your own leisure. Why don't we come back next week, Thursday, usual time, which is 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, 7:30 p.m. or 19:30 CEST. And we can talk about two things. We can talk about Dark as the Night. Maybe show off some cool things about Dark as the Night. And I think play Coreborn left, okay? Don't get me in trouble. Okay? Maybe next week I can show you all some assets of a hairy arm. That's right, everyone. Tune in next week. This same time, 1 hour ago on Thursday, we'll be discussing Dark is the Night and FM Shimmer's forearm and forearm hair. Huh? Doesn't that sound exciting? I can't personally wait to talk about each individual hair follicle. Now, I know you all want more details on this, but you gotta wait. That's the benefit of attending the stream. You get first look. Remember the past few streams? New patch rolls out, You see it first here. New content rolls out, you see it first here. Next week, you want to see some really cool stuff? Then maybe I'm not allowed to show you, but I'm going to show you anyway. Then be here for next week's stream, because they can't stop me forever. Okay? My mic, I'm live right now. This is my control. So you all come back next week and I will show you some really cool stuff. Can we please have Megalos plushie merchandise? We'll put it through the idea machine. Okay. So Dark as the Night and some really cool things. And you know what? Maybe next week too. Maybe we can find out more about this illusion you all have about, like, Coreborn. I don't know what they're talking about, but they keep saying I have something weird on my head. I think it's utterly ridiculous. I don't know. But I guess maybe next week we'll talk about that too. Maybe next week, instead of seeing one illusion, maybe you'll see two illusions. I guess you won't know unless you tune in to find out. Anyway, that's next week. That was this week. And that's the end of the stream.